Welcome back. You're still watching the Afia Morning Show. Now, just a quick clarification. The figures quoted in the last segment were not just from the one involving the suspected, well, the now been disowned, the truck and the residents. It's constituted of two separate incidents that led to 10 lives lost and others injured. So that was not just linked to the incident that was alleged to have been perpetrated by the Dangote truck, but two separate incidents in the state that amounted to those shocking figures. Just a quick clarification. Away from there now, Inec has been, updating lots of Nigerians, the whole of Nigeria, in fact, about the statistics in the ongoing continuous voter registration exercise. Now we're still seeing shockingly low figures from the southeast and more figures in other regions of Nigeria, raising concerns as to why southeasterners are not coming out for the in-person registration and also going ahead to register online. We will see more online registrations than in-person registrations. The question now is why? We're joined now by Public Affairs Analyst, Sir Abuchi Anueyiagu, to provide more information as to how we can perhaps up the numbers in the coming days. Sir Abuchi, thank you so much for joining us. Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome here.
Yes, so we're seeing figures. In the latest release, Inec has said that 2.5 million Nigerians have so far registered, pre-registered online for the forthcoming election. I mean, that's an increase from the first week, so they're giving us those updates from time to time. What's your reaction to the numbers, 2.5, as opposed to about 1.3 approximately recorded in week one?
Well, it's quite an impressive figure. Given the fact that previously Nigerians were not used to doing online registration for voters, but today, due to the advancement in technology and the widespread usage of social media, people come into contact with the social media via things like WhatsApp, X, and all that. So these things create awareness, especially among the youths, those who have advanced to the adult suffrage. So it's quite an impressive development that people now registered, online as voters.
Do you think Inec is doing enough to raise awareness about the ongoing exercise? I mean, is there enough energy being created, or are we waiting for 2026 perhaps?
In terms of creation of awareness, you know the fact, Natalie, that Inec not even doing enough. Inec, they don't seem to be doing anything. Unlike in those days, many years ago, when Inec used to create awareness, they used to go on radio, do all manner of social awareness campaign to draw people's attention to whatever program that they have. But we don't see those things nowadays. In terms of creation of awareness, Inec has not even started, let alone doing enough. They don't, by my own observation, by my own thinking, and we have to tell them this truth, that they are lagging behind. They are lagging very, very seriously in this regard. Many Nigerian youths, many people are unregistered. There were people who came out to register in the last exercise before the 2023 general election, but for one reason or the other, some due to technicalities and things like that, they couldn't register. And those people were disenfranchised because they didn't participate in voting in the last election. Now, another election is coming in the next 2 years or thereabout. Inec is supposed to have been doing this thing, if I may use the word, continually. They ought to be creating the awareness, telling people every day by day why they should go and do, those of them that are not registered yet, why they should go and do that. It is supposed to be a daily update issue, a daily update matter, but they are not doing it. And it's quite unfortunate, if you may permit me to deviate. It's quite worrisome that from the figure we have seen so far, though some people may contest it, but from the figure we have seen so far, released or as credited as having come from Inec, we see that Southeast is a far cry. How can a state in the Southeast, I think there are allotted 484 online registration for Enugu State, 700 and something number for Abia State, and things like that. And even in Anambra that is going to have election this year, going to have a major election, governorship election, there was nothing credited to them. And I begin to wonder, how is it possible that a whole state like Anambra, nothing was recorded? That is unbelievable. And then you look at the crisis reading areas like Borno having 21,000.
Before we get to Borno, I like that you brought up Anambra State, because that has been a major question. I'm sure once this link goes up on YouTube, you have questions again coming up like, why didn't Anambra get any figure? Why doesn't any figure come from Anambra? Now, there are pockets of beliefs that this could be linked to the off-cycle nature of the Anambra election, seeing as they're still preparing for the November 8th poll. So we don't know. And, you know, the fact that we don't know is still pointing to the fact that whomever is in charge of voter education and publicity is not doing enough. I mean, we're yet to see Inec come out to address why Anambra is not listed. If it's tied to the off-cycle polls, then how about you come out and say it? Oji, what do you think?
Well, I don't know. The thing now is, why being reluctant? Election is coming, and the Southeasterners are back. They're not coming forth to, uphold and, take this seriously, right? What could be the problem? Are registered voters, are they tired, or are they simply saying that at the end of the day, whatever that happened in 2022 election, it gives people so many hurts inside of them? Could this also be the reason why, we're having this slow turnout in the southeast part of Nigeria, and Anambra State that is meant to be going to election in just a few months' time?
All right.
They're all getting unlocked.
So now, in line with that, if Nigerians are getting tired, let's look at some statistics, and we'll pop up those statistics as we go ahead. Now, according to the week 2 of the online and in-person registration of voters, we're seeing more females, according to the gender breakdown, than males actually pre-registering for the election. I wonder why. We're also seeing students, people who registered as students, numbering 647,528. In comparison to the age group considered youths, of course, between 18 and 34, that number an estimated 1.6 million. So like Oji rightly said, the students in this category that we are ranking really low. Even
from the respondents in Abia State, you could hear those kids out there, calling out what that happened, that their votes don't count, and that's the reason why. So, and you stated right here that we're the ones doing sensitization even more than the Inec people, right? Which they're meant to be the ones to come and reaffirm and tell the people that no, you don't have to go that way.
Yeah.
That whatever your PVC states during election, that's what stands, right? But they are out there in Abia State. They are not turning up or telling people what they want to hear. They are still waiting for who and who, and all day.
And more women are participating in the registration exercise. I mean, walk us through your appreciation of all of this, the statistics, the figures.
Well, I think women, maybe the female youth, they are very much aware and of the benefits, for instance, of having your PVC. Because with your PVC, you can use it for your identification mode for some transactions, like banking transaction and things like that. So that may be part of the reason why you have, because they wouldn't like to have problems. Some of them wouldn't even like to, because already for you to do the NIN registration, that one is another palaver, is another something that gives much encumbrance. So when the girls, they have seen now that they can do online registration. You know, the greater number of social media activity, you give the credit to the women, to the younger ones, you know, the females. So having seen this thing as an opportunity, they are grabbing it to avoid the rigors of going physically to do NIN registration for national ID card, when they can stay somewhere with their phone and with certain things and do online registration for voters, and the PVC, you use it for mode of identification. So what's the point going to disturb yourself? So that's the reason why I feel that a greater number of them are now, you know, participating in this PVC online registration for the voters, for PVC. Oji, as for what you said about our Inec, I said it a while ago. Inec has not even done anything, let alone saying doing enough. They are not. And, you know, in the southeast here, you may not blame people for showing apathy to registration, because they came out in their large numbers in the last election, and at the end of the day, what happened? Their votes didn't count. And they are right by claiming that their votes didn't count. So what else are you telling them? And INEC has not done anything to explain to the people why people's vote did not count in the last election. They have not done that. Rather, they have shown impotence, even with certain elections that they conducted since after 2023 election, some controversial elections that they conducted, showing an indication of being unrepentant, that they will do it again if 2027 comes. So having shown that indication that they will do it again, that there will be a repeat of what happened in 2023. So people are free now to draw conclusion that since their votes may not likely count in 2027, what's the point coming to register again?
So you can attribute the apathy to one factor, mistrust.
Of course.
Mistrust. So we're seeing females, looking at the collective figures now, 51.88%, and males standing at 48.12%. So females are leading the charge, and you know that's what the diagram here is saying for week 2. But you're also seeing the old 70 plus, numbering 34,551. So you still have people over 70 that still want their votes to count. They still want to make life better for their children, their grandchildren. I mean, what would you like to say to INEC? As we're seeing these figures now, raising these concerns now, publicity is low, mistrust is building on the rise every day. What can you say to them?
Also add logistics, because you know, some of the people down here are civil workers and business people, so the timeline from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. somewhat could not balance out.
But the issue too is with online registrations. You don't have internet in your office. Some
of these people are, well, I don't want to call some type of name or tag to it though. They're business people, they're businessmen and all that stuff, right? And well, yes, online is viable.
But the question is, do businesses stop when we start to see that crowd? So toward the end of 2026 or mid-2026, are we going to see the businesses stop?
Maybe.
Because they all pour out when it's already crunch time.
During the weekend time. You know, if the registration too is going to ride into a Saturday or a Sunday, you could maybe see that spike.
Yes, exactly. So, you know, what do you have to say to INEC? We're out of time. Just 30 seconds on our clock.
INEC should do the right thing. They should go to the field, they should be creating adequate awareness. They should convince people why they should come and do the online registration, by ensuring that what happened in 2023 is not going to happen. Even though they may not keep their words, but they have to do this. They have to assure the people that what happened in 2023 is not going to happen again. So let them engage in what I may call encouraging awareness. They should go out and be encouraging people to go and do the registration and to have confidence in Inec.
The enough encouragement could have been the last election in Rivers State. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much for joining the show. Thank you once again.
Thank you.
A great one. The morning show has come to an end. Of course, up next you have the Business Morning with Marvelous Akwamaga. Until we meet again, same time tomorrow, same show. I remain your host as always, Nathali Uku.
And I remain OG Nwachuku. Have a splendid Thursday. Bye for now.